Hey there, good morning, and welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. We're joined by Austin Hall with a sushi experience. Welcome back to the show, sir. Nice to have you. How are you?
Thank you so much. I'm doing great. How are you?
Excellent. I was saying I missed him back in March when he came on. I was out of town. I was like, I gotta bring this guy back on. Joe had rave reviews about the experience, which it is a sushi experience. And Joe knows a little thing or two about sushi. Me, not as much. I know near nothing when it comes to the preparation process. So I'm glad you're here to teach me a little bit about how all that works. But first, before we get into what we're making here this morning, Austin, I want you to share with us what interested you in sushi in the first place? What made you delve into this type of field?
Well, it all started back in high school when I started working at a sushi restaurant, and I just really enjoyed giving my customers their sushi, and they really enjoyed it, and I just fell in love with it.
Cool.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about where you studied to learn how to do this.
Well, I started here in Park City at a few different restaurants. There's some really nice restaurants here, and I spent the last 3.5 years out on Kauai doing sushi there.
That sounds pretty perfect. I do like that a lot. Okay, well, tell us what we're making this morning.
Well, this morning, I would like to demonstrate how to make a sashimi plate.
Okay. And what is sashimi?
Sashimi is raw fish with no rice. It's just fish on a plate, decorated however the chef puts it on the plate.
Very good. What kinds of fish have you selected here for us this morning?
So here we have some fresh Scottish salmon and some fresh ahi.
Okay. What's the first step? What do we do?
Well, first step, we have our plate here. So we're gonna take some daikon here.
What's
just
that?
like this. Daikon is a Japanese radish. And we're just gonna put it on the plate.
Does it taste like a radish?
Oh yeah.
Is it hot? Can I taste it?
Try it out.
Right? Okay, we'll taste it. Let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, okay. Tastes like a radish. I just wanted to know. So we got our radish. What's next?
So we're gonna put it on the plate just like that. And then we'll take, let's take some of our tuna here, and then we'll just give it a nice little cut. Just like that. You wanna cut one slice, another slice like that.
So I feel like a big trick to this is making sure you got a good knife, right?
Oh yeah, you gotta have a really, really sharp knife.
Okay. And you're kind of going on a nice slant there.
Yeah, you wanna cut it at an angle, and you also wanna cut against the grain. So let's make a little miniature rose here. So we're gonna roll it up just like that, and then we'll just put that right in the middle, just like that.
I see. Cool.
So that's one way to plate the sashimi. Another way to do it, we're gonna cut it just like that.
And those are some larger pieces. Does it really matter how long you go, how large?
Yeah, you know, you don't want it to be too big. You want it to be fairly small so that it's not awkward to eat. So yeah, we can just do it just like that.
Cool. So what is your favorite type of sushi to prepare? What do you enjoy most?
I really like doing sashimis like this.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Absolutely.
Do you prefer the tuna or the salmon?
I really like tuna.
Yeah? Cool. And I would think that as a chef and someone preparing something that people just enjoy looking at, of course, let alone eating, is pretty fun for you as a chef. Like you said, that's part of what you enjoy doing, is presenting this to people, having that experience of trying something a little different than what they're used to.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's great.
So we got some more of that. And it's a pretty simplified, well, I say simple, you make it look simple, which means you're good at what you do while you're cutting that. Pretty cool. All right, so we got the salmon now.
Yeah, let's dig into the
How are we
salmon.
gonna do that one?
So, we're gonna cut it just like that. There's a few different ways to cut salmon.
This is more of a straight on cut, you're not doing the angle. Okay. And how do you not squish the life out of the fish? Because I feel like, once again, that's good knife skills, I'm sure, but how are you holding it there? It kind of seems like your knuckles are up against the knife.
Well, that's just to guide the knife. The trick is just to have a very, very sharp knife.
Okay.
And then it just glides right through the fish.
So we got that going on.
So yeah, we'll do that.
Cool. We'll do another one.
And then I'll show you a different way to cut it.
Yeah.
You can cut it just like that. And you have kind of a more longer piece.
I love the pattern on that when you cut it that way.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. Very cool. It's almost like a half chevron. I don't know if you can see that, but very cool.
So we can take this and also make it into a rose. Roll it up, just like that. And your sashimi roses.
There you go. You got it.
You can take a little bit of our Tsunamono for color, just like that.
And is this just cucumber mixed with, what have we got in here?
It's called su.
Soup?
Yeah, it's the Japanese rice vinegar.
Okay, that's what you mixed with the cucumber.
Yep.
Very good. And then I want to mention too, before we bring Joe up, you have some pretty cool services that you offer. Tell me about it.
Yeah, well, this is a sushi catering business, and it's all on site. So we go to the house, make it all fresh, order right there, and then it's a kind of like a private chef deal also.
Nice.
So yeah, we come to your house, set up the sushi bar, and just roll whatever you want.
So will you do like, a dinner date night group or catering for an event, any of that?
Oh yeah, I do everything.
Oh, I love that. That's pretty cool. All right, Joe, I know he's been waiting in the wings to come on. What do you think?
Of course I have. I can't wait because this guy knows his way around a sushi knife. So
That he does.
and a lot of it's choosing the right fish and sourcing it from the right places, and that's
Yeah.
what he's a pro at. So
Very good.
yeah, can hardly wait.
Yeah, Joe knows a thing or two about sushi
Well,
himself, but not as much as awesome. That's why I'm here,
he's
so I can
awesome.
learn a little bit more. Do you want to taste some?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, is
You
that
guys want
right?
some chopsticks?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Oh,
you
you
gotta-
brought
yeah,
some.
let me grab
Let's get those
Perfect.
out. So, Joe, because I know that he came on a couple of months
Yep.
ago, what was your favorite thing about that experience?
Well, I just had a lot of fun,
Thank you, sir.
learning about his, favorite roles and stuff like that. I think that's always, one chef always asks the other, like, well, what role do you make? What's your specialty?
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
kind of fun. That's a fun part of it, I think. So.
Cool. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, tell me a little bit more about how we can get in touch with you and utilize your services and where we can find you online.
Okay, well, I own a sushi experience, so you can go to asushiexperience.com and get in contact with me straight through my website.
Very good.
Yeah, there's
All
a
right.
contact page on there. Very
good.
simple.
Well,
That's
Austin,
easy
thank
to
you
do.
so much for being here with us again. It's been a pleasure to have you here this morning.
Oh.
Be sure to check out A Sushi Experience.
taster.
You can check out more online. Do you like the salmon or the tuna better usually? All of it?
I like all of it.
Yeah, all of it's good for you. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. Well,
very
thank you
good.
very much, sir. Nice to have you here with us.
Yeah,
We'll be right
thank
back
you.
after this commercial break. Don't go away, you guys. We'll see you soon.